Okay, here we go. Unit 1, Lesson 2. We're going to be talking about order of operations. So our learning target is we can use the order of operations. We can use grouping symbols, and we're going to kind of talk about what those mean in a second. So if we look, to start off, we have this fancy kind of way to remember our order of operations, and it's called PEMDAS. So the P stands for parentheses, the E stands for exponents, the M stands for multiply and divide. And notice that they're combined, and that's because we do like multiplication and division occur at the same step. So we do those kind of at the same time. And that's very similar to when we add and subtract, okay? So again, we add and subtract numbers, they're at the same level. So it's not like, yes, the M comes before the D, but that doesn't necessarily mean we always do multiplication first. Multiplication and division are the same step, and addition and subtraction are the same step. So you're gonna hear me say all year long, PEMDAS, okay? Order of operations. So let's take a look. Okay, first thing I look at is I'm going to draw PEMDAS, and I'm going to start checking stuff off. So do I have parentheses? Nope, so I don't need to do anything. Do I have exponents? Nope, so I don't need to do anything. Do I have multiplication? Nope, so I don't do anything. Do I have division? Yes, I do, okay? So I do have division, and that's right here. So first thing I have to do is 15 divided by 3. So I'm going to keep this 4 the same, but 15 divided by 3. What's 3 equal groups of 15? That's going to be 5. So division is now done. And now I keep going. Do I have any addition? Yes, I do. So I'm going to look, and I'm going to say 4 plus 5 is 9. Check that off, and I don't have any subtraction. So my fully simplified form, or my fully simplified answer, is 9. And that's after following order of operations. All right, we're going to do the exact same thing over again. PEMDAS. Once again, no parentheses. I do not have an exponent, okay? Multiplication. Notice that we have this dot right here, okay? So this dot means multiply. Now, you may have been used to using an X, but here's the problem with using an X. An X is a variable, okay? So it's hard, or once we get into algebra, you really can't use X to mean multiply anymore because X is a variable. So we're going to use this dot. So I'm going to start by doing 3 times 5 is 15. And I'm just going to write everything else exactly the same. And now I'm going to jump to division because I don't have any more multiplication. I see D. Okay, I do have some division right here. So I'm going to keep everything the same. And I'm going to think 8 divided by 4 is 2. And now I'm going to rewrite everything. All right, let's keep going. I do have an addition. I see I have addition right here, and I have addition right here. We'll talk about a little bit more, but again, if I think about, I have -2 adding 6. Now, okay, let me pause for a second. We're gonna get into adding and subtracting negative numbers in a second, but like I said earlier, addition and subtraction happen at the same step. So we're actually gonna do the subtraction first, just again to make it a little bit easier for us. So I'm gonna start with 15 subtract 2, and that gives me 13. And then 13 plus 6 gives me 19. So my completed simplified version is going to be 19. Now we finally get some of those grouping symbols, okay? So our most basic grouping symbol is parentheses. So we always want to start on the inside first, and we'll work our way out. So even if I have multiple sets, which you can kind of see, we have parentheses and we also have brackets. We're going to start with the inside the parentheses, and then you always start with your most inside group of symbols. So you always start at the inside and work your way out. So I'm going to start by rewriting everything. 24 divided by bracket 6 subtract 2 times 2. 2 multiplied by 2 is 4. And then I'm going to close my bracket. Now I'm still on this P. I know it says parentheses, but brackets are also included. Any type of grouping symbol goes into this P category. So I'm going to keep 24 on the outside, and I'm going to think, what is 6 subtract 4? 6 subtract 4 is 2. So I'm done with my parentheses. No exponents. Don't have any multiplication. I do have some division. 24 divided by 2 is 12. No addition, no subtraction. So I am done. And our last example, again, starting with my grouping symbols, I've got parentheses again. I think that's the same exact problem. All right, we're not going to do the same problem twice. So again, if you want to try that one on your own, you're more than welcome to, but you should get an answer.